One of the most powerful features of the Web.Maps.VE mapping component is the ability to manipulate the virtual Earth map completely from within server-side .NET code. So there's no JavaScript code required to do this. This page we're looking at here is the Map Basics server-side example within the Web.Maps.VE sample website that is part of the trial edition download on our website. First on this page we have the map on the right, and on the left we have a bar of a bunch of links that do specific manipulations of the map. For example, the first two are zoom in and zoom out links. When we click on them, they zoom the map in or out. But how are these linked up? How you may be wondering how we don't need any JavaScript code to be written. Well, I'll show you the markup of the page first, and we'll go into detail. Here's a standard ASP.NET web page. We have our script manager defined at the top, and then at the bottom of the page is where our map is defined within the table, so it's to be displayed on the page. Now, the links, if we go up a little bit further here, we have all our link buttons defined. Right here are the zoom in and zoom out link buttons. So we have our zoom in link button, and on the on click event we have zoom in click event being fired. If we go to the code for that link, for that event, the zoom in event here, it just increases the zoom level of the map by 1. Now normally in ASP.NET, link buttons cause a standard postback to occur, which will refresh the entire page and not give us the experience we're looking for. So to do so, all we have to do is add an update panel to the page. So if we scroll down here below all these link buttons, we have an update panel added to the page with a blank template and the update mode set to conditional. The update mode set to conditional causes the update panel to only update when its triggers cause it to update. It won't update when any other update panel on the page updates. If you don't set the update mode to conditional, it'll update whenever any other update panel updates on the page and cause a little more bandwidth usage on your site or lag in the application. So now in these triggers, we have the zoom in and zoom out button triggers. They're asynchronous postback triggers, which are defining that for the zoom in and zoom out links, we want an asynchronous postback to occur rather than a standard postback. So we don't want a page refresh, we just want it to refresh the content of the page within this update panel, which this content template is actually empty. So now on the on-click event of the zoom in and zoom out buttons using this update panel, they get executed asynchronously. The user clicks on the link button. We'll go back to the site here. ASP.NET Ajax goes and takes over that postback and causes it to be an asynchronous postback. And now, to get the map manipulation to work, all we do in our code file for the zoom in or zoom out events or any other event you're handling of an object that is going to manipulate the map asynchronously, we just perform that specified action on the map. The Web.Maps.VE mapping control actually knows specifically when an update panel is causing an asynchronous postback to occur rather than a standard postback, and it handles all of the passing of the map state down to the client itself and automatically, so you don't have to worry about it. And that's how we get the ability to manipulate the map completely from within server-side .NET code without the requirement of writing any JavaScript at all. So to give you an overview, in the page we have our standard script manager, and down further we have our map control. And then we have our link buttons that are going to perform a certain action on the map. In the case of the first two, it's zooming in or out on the map. In the on-click events of each of these buttons, we manipulate the zoom level in or out of the map. And then in the markup, to link these up to an asynchronous postback, we have an update panel with its update mode set to conditional, an empty content template defined because we're not updating any specific content in the page, we're just causing Web.Maps.VE to update itself, and our triggers defined that are causing the link buttons to actually be an asynchronous postback instead of a standard postback for their click events. And there you have it. This is the basics of manipulating the map from within server-side .NET code without writing any JavaScript at all. It's very simple and can be done very, very quickly. And you don't have to worry about any of the browser inconsistencies between Firefox or Internet Explorer.